never thought this day would come. I've been shouting out this person from many times. Now I'm making a commentary on one of his videos. Hello guys, Malachi Branch Reviews here, and oh boy. This is going to be a commentary on one of David's videos. Now, no offense to David as a person, but I swear I never thought he could make a video this bad. But he managed. Now, the video I'm going to be talking about is the Sonic movie posters response. The Sonic movie posters video on his Silent Night account. And, oh boy, this one is going to be a doozy. Let's jump right in, shall we?
Well, the Sonic poster dropped, and what can I say, it is the worst thing I've seen this year. Do you guys remember those secret images you can find in the Sonic CD sound menu? Of course you don't, but why the hell would I be asking about secret images in some random ass game? Well, to answer that question, I think this poster would go really good with the words, "Fun is infinite." But let's pause here for a minute.
Okay, now we have come across our first problem with this video. Well, my first problem with this video. This video seems to pull more jokes and random memes than actual points. Like, I'm not saying it's bad to have jokes in a commentary, but the thing is that the jokes have to work. And this joke does kind of work, as in the CD, Sonic CD poster goes with the word that it translates to as "fun is infinite," but the problem is it doesn't work well, though. Like, it works, it just doesn't work well. As in, it's a bad joke, honestly. And, the picture where it shows the picture of the kid with the Sonic costume, that's not funny either. And also, another problem is that David, he's talking, like, way too quiet. Like, I'm not blaming him for that. Like, it's a possibility he just doesn't have a good microphone. But I'm just saying, this is how quiet David talks. Can you understand what he's saying? Most likely not. He should talk at least a little bit more louder. Okay. Moving on.
Let's look at the poster and break it down detail by detail. Now, the first thing you'll probably notice is Sonic's very muscular limbs.
Gee, thanks for the headphone warning there. My ears totally would have been blasted if it wasn't because of the headphone warning. And I'm not even wearing headphones. Okay, honestly, I should probably be serious here. I hate distortion. Like, seriously, distortion will never sound good no matter who uses it. Like, it will also never be funny in the slightest. Like, even if it's meant to be distorted, or if it's supposed to, like, be a joke, it'll never be funny. Like, at all. And David, is that the excuse for why you're talking so quiet, so your distortion sounds really freaking loud? I'm just saying, if you're going to use distortion again, at least give a heads up. Or, like, give a warning for people who may have sensitive ears. That's all you need to do to fix that. Is at least give a warning.
I honestly don't understand what the point of this design choice was, other than trying to appeal to furries. Speaking of the legs, you might also notice the fur. I don't really notice anything too bad about the fur. It looks kind of cool to me.
Okay, now I'm not saying the design on the poster is exactly great, but the point of the design is to try and bring Sonic into the real world, like, you know, an animated hedgehog in, like, a real life world. It's kind of like a Looney Tunes Back in Action, for example. That's what they're trying to do. And was that furry's part really that necessary? I mean, I'm just saying that that joke, well, I don't know if it's exactly a joke, but saying that they're trying to appeal to furries, I don't really think that was exactly called for. But I'm not gonna lie, his design so far, in the poster at least, doesn't look that great, but I'm gonna be honest, talking about his final design, it actually looks relatively okay. I mean, his face still kind of irks me a bit, but other than that, it's a perfectly fine design.
But one thing that is really offending me right now is those spines, man. I cannot believe one of the defining traits of Sonic the Hedgehog, his spikes, could look this bad in the movie. Without the spikes, he probably looked like that one little toy from Toy Story, like the baby with just like the little spider arms.
Okay, if I'm being honest, his spikes don't really look that bad, honestly. I mean, yeah, they do look kind of weird, but it's not terrible. I mean, his spikes kind of look like if they decided to try and make the classic design and kind of bring him into the real world, and it's offending you. It's offending you that his design looks like that. I mean, your offensive level on how you did offended must be very low. Like say, what if someone accidentally tapped you on the shoe or something? You'd be like, "I'm suing you for sexual harassment." I'm just saying, like, I know David's not actually like that, but seriously though, getting offended over a freaking design, that just seems very petty in my opinion. And even how the points in this video are, it's not really that surprising.
Shoes also look really awful. I mean, you cannot stray too far away from a character's original design just to make the character look realistic. I mean, Sonic is a blue hedgehog that stands upright and runs around at supersonic speed. I gotta hand it to you. That's pretty much the deal breaker right there. The closest thing I can compare this to is when the Spider-Man franchise got rebooted and The Amazing Spider-Man came out. The suit just looked way too weird. It did not look anything like the original Spider-Man design, but at least it looked decent enough to distribute this.
Okay, so the complaint here is about how Sonic's design is straying a little bit too far from the original design, but honestly, is change really that bad? I mean, Sonic's design in general is okay once you see, like, once I saw how he looked officially, he looked decent, honestly. And the complaint about straying too far from the original design, so does that mean whenever any character gets redesigned or has, like, different variations, like, say, the Spider-Man design, for example, like, you know, the Future Foundation, 2099, Noir, Black Spider-Man, those kinds of stuff, are you saying that all those different Spider-Mans are bad simply because they look different as well? And also about the Spider-Man design for the Amazing Spider-Man, it did kind of look like his original design, but honestly, I'm just saying I don't really like it that much because he looks way too much like a freaking basketball, honestly. And no, I'm not stealing that from other people. I genuinely think he looks like a basketball. Like, just take Spider-Man, play a little bit of basketball with him, have a fun time. But the thing about Sonic's design looked like he's a straight up horror movie design. He doesn't look like he could give me nightmares or anything. And yeah, I'm just saying that it's okay if you try to change up the design a little bit. Like, the design may not be the greatest thing in the world, but at least they're trying something different. I mean, like with the Sonic 06 and stuff like Sonic spinoffs, they try something new. And they may not always work, but hey, at least they're switching it up a bit. Okay, this point's going on for way too long. Let's just advance.
This just looks like a straight horror movie. The Sonic design, it's just not good. I can't believe that a studio as big as Paramount would okay this.
Oh, that actually hurt my nose, but seriously, I hate it when people bring this up, like the Like an example in like video games or stuff, like one thing I probably should have brought up in the Nicktoons Attack of the Toy Box review response, when the kid said, "Why would they make you do this one section 3 times that you don't want to do? They should have saw that." But first off, one, how would they know that someone was not gonna like it? Like, how were they gonna physically know? I wonder what someone's opinion, the public's opinion on this one thing would be. Well, we're still developing it, so how the fuck am I supposed to know? Like, and also I can't believe a studio as big as this would okay this. Well, obviously they thought the design was at least fairly decent. So, of course they would okay it. And, again, just because something to the public may seem bad or look bad, that doesn't exactly mean the company's gonna think the same way. I mean, hey, like, Steven Hillenburg wanted SpongeBob to be canceled after the first movie, but Nickelodeon didn't want to do that. Like, what I'm trying to say is, the companies aren't always going to think the same way as the public. That's what I'm trying to say, but okay, let's advance again.
Honestly, the best thing that could happen for this movie at this point is for it to just get canceled. I mean, it's really the only thing that this movie has going for it. It's just really sad seeing something you grew up with get destroyed in its franchise movie.
Oh boy. You must really be asking for a thrashing, aren't you? Like, going straight to this movie should be canceled. When the trailer at the time of this recording has not even come out yet. Like, all you've seen was the freaking poster. And you're saying the movie should be canceled. What fucking logic called for that? Like, you haven't even seen one speck of the movie. And you're saying the movie should be canceled just based off of the fucking poster. Unfucking believable. And I really don't like it when people do that, like, just straight up go into this movie should be canceled because the design looks really fucking bad. Like, and the same goes for, like, if it's the opposite, like, let's say the design or the poster looks really, really good, and you support the movie, and then you don't watch the movie, and then it turns out like fucking shit. Like, a design is not gonna determine if the movie's gonna be good or bad. Like, seriously. Just jumping to conclusions is not the right thing to do. And you probably saw how mad I got at the beginning. Sorry, David, I wasn't insulting you as a person, but come on. Jump into that conclusion already before the poster is even released. Why would you do that?
And the trailer hasn't even come out yet. It's just a poster. It's just an image, and you can already tell the movie's gonna be an absolute train wreck. What Sega should have done is what Nintendo.
Yeah, I'm gonna get angry again. You even straight up said that the trailer has not even come out yet, and it's just the one image and the one poster. And you're like, you can tell this movie's already gonna be a train wreck. How would you know other people would think the same way? And again, the trailer hasn't even come out yet. It's just the freaking poster. I mean, maybe if you said, like, let's say after you watch the trailer and then you say, yeah, this movie's probably gonna be a train wreck, then it would make at least a little bit more sense than going off the poster. I mean, yeah, with the trailer, you probably haven't seen a whole lot of the movie, but at the very least, it would make more sense. And don't get me wrong, like, I think it would have been cooler, like, say, if they used a model from Sonic, like in the 3D games, like the new generation ones, like the Sonic model they put in, like, Wreck-It Ralph 1 and 2, for example. Like, that probably would have been a decent thing to choose from, but still, though, jump into the conclusions. That is a pet peeve of mine. Seriously.
Nintendo's doing with the Mario movie. They're making it animated, and if you look at the Sonic 06 cutscenes, they have a lot of potential. I mean, you couldn't have gone wrong with the Sonic animated movie, but we haven't even touched upon the eyes yet. The eyes, I feel like they're gonna look terrible. In an interview with IGN, the director stated that Sega and the director are not agreeing on the eyes. This is pretty scary considering a lot of the fan art that's been coming out. I'll show some on the screen right now. After thinking about it for a second, I thought, wow, this may actually turn out to be what the eyes are gonna look like, and that's really scary. I mean, I could barely grasp the concept of this poster being real. I mean, it's just terrible. I mean, the
Okay, at this point's not. I'm not gonna get as angry here, but seriously, it's just a freaking picture like a joke. I mean, if you look at the proportions and stuff, it's clearly gonna look different from how it's gonna look eventually. Like, that's clearly just a real hedgehog, like a part of a real hedgehog. Like, it's clearly not gonna be the actual eyes. I mean, people on the internet, they like to troll a lot, as far as I'm aware. And, yeah, that's clearly just a joke.
eyes, the weird shoes without the socks, it's all terrible. Another poster dropped a little bit after this one. It was the one where Sonic was sitting on top of Radical Highway. I didn't really find any problems with this poster except Sonic's really muscular legs and the shoes, of course, without the socks. It just looks really disgusting, but the Radical Highway itself looked really cool. Yeah, you guys can just go ahead and discard me for that one. But anyways, thank you guys for checking this video out. I know I get it off topic a lot and I can't really stay on like one topic and like make jokes and everything. I'll have to work on actually making videos and like learning how to do that better. But thank you all for stopping by. Like, comment, and subscribe, and peace out.
Okay, we've gotten the meat and potatoes of the video done, but okay, now let me just get one point out there before I segue into the mini rant. How you said the design is all terrible, yet you said that at first that the fur didn't really offend you that much, like, to where you didn't really find many things wrong with it. But then you go and say, it's all terrible. Yay, a contradiction. Okay, the contradiction of me getting contradictions which make me angry is getting a little bit repetitive, I think, but also with the Sonic not wearing socks, he's a cartoon hedgehog. And how would Sonic know where to get socks, or if he would even have the money to get the socks? But yay! Speaking of like, comment, subscribe. What a freaking segue that was. But I seriously hate it when people do that. Like at the end of the video, they're like, make sure you leave a like and leave a comment, subscribe and share. Like, it's really freaking irritating when people do that. Like, you don't need to freaking tell people to do those things. Like, they'd probably just like or comment or subscribe out of their own volition. You don't have to blatantly tell them to do that stuff. And here's the one thing that really irks me. When they do it before the content of the video has even freaking begun. Like, at the beginning of the video, and then they're like, before the video starts, make sure you leave a like, it really helps me. I don't care if you actually think my content's good. Crap, you actually think my content's very fucking bad. But still, leave a like, I don't give a shit. And then it doesn't irritate me as much, and let me clarify, this is as much of a difference as much as it irritates me. Like, if they use it at like the end, it would make slightly more sense because you get a taste of how they probably are, which I can see where the like part comes in. Like, it's still irritating, but I can see where the like part comes in. But when they tell you to subscribe, like, it could be the first video that you've seen from them, and they're telling you to like and subscribe. It could be the first video that they've seen from you. Why would they want to subscribe after only seeing one video? So, yeah. See you guys later, and segue into the outro.